Today I want to show you how I use the YoLink Smart Power Strip for a fish tank in my son's bedroom. The YoLink Power Strip is a smart power strip with 4 USB outlets and 4 120 volt outlets individually controllable from the app. I can manually control each of these 120 volt outlets from the app, or I can run one or more of them on a schedule, a timer, or as part of a scene. I'm primarily using this one to automate the fish tank. I do also have a white noise machine up there on the top of the dresser that we run on a schedule. It's on a schedule to come on at night and turn off just before I want my son to wake up on school days. It's not there now, but I had a night light and a toy charger up there with a night light also on a schedule. But the neatest part of this is for the fish tank. I do have the tank light on a schedule. That's super easy. But I also have the tank filter pump on a smart plug. I've kept fish for a long time, and one of the things I like to do is turn off the pump while I feed the fish. If you don't do that, some of the food goes right into the filter, clogging it up. One downside to this is if you forget to turn the pump back on, you may end up with a tank full of dead fish. What I've done to solve this is to work up 2 simple automations. The first one is in the YoLink app, and it is simply this. If the pump is turned off, then wait 10 minutes and turn it back on. That's all there is to that. As long as the pump has been turned off via the app or an automation, it will be turned back on in 10 minutes automatically. The second thing I did was create a routine in the Alexa app. That was pretty easy also. It only took a couple of minutes. Basically, I created a routine where I tell Alexa I'm going to feed the fish, and then Alexa turns the pump off. That's all it's doing. It just turns it off. The automation in the YoLink app takes over and is going to turn it back on in 10 minutes. Let me demonstrate. Echo, feed fish.
Okay.
And there you can see the pump has stopped running and the fish are wondering where is their food. In about 10 minutes, the pump will turn back on, which would have given the fish plenty of time to finish their food. I would add, if you have a bigger or a fancier fish tank, you may have additional uses for the power strip. Some fish tanks have larger and noisier pumps, or even the smaller power heads that can get noisy, and you may want to run them on a schedule. And some tanks have daytime and nighttime lighting you'd also want to control separately. If you have a saltwater tank, you're more likely to have something like that. We also have one of these strips on a bearded dragon tank, and on that one I'm controlling a daytime light and an infrared heat lamp. Plus I'm using a YoLink temperature and humidity sensor to not only keep an eye on the tank conditions, but also to control the lamps based on temperature. Turn those on, turn the heat lamp on if it gets too cold. And of course, we get alerts if the tank gets outside of acceptable temperature and humidity ranges, which is important for bearded dragons.